Welcome back to Quiz Spark. Truth or Dare Challenge, funny edition. Subscribe and let's jump into it. What's the most embarrassing thing you've posted online? Try to spin around 10 times and then walk in a straight line. What's a super embarrassing nickname you've had? Try to break dance for 30 seconds. What's the funniest thing that's ever happened to you at school or work? Hop on one foot while clucking like a chicken. If you could have any weird talent, what would it be? Eat a spoonful of a weird food combination chosen by a friend. If you could make one weird law, what would it be? Put ice cubes down your shirt and keep them there for 30 seconds. What's the dumbest thing you've done because you thought it was cool? Walk like a crab for 2 minutes. Have you ever accidentally worn clothes inside out in public? Draw a funny face on your arm and give it a name. If you had to rename yourself, what funny name would you choose? Talk with a different accent for the next 5 minutes. What's the weirdest thing you've done when you were alone? Act like a T-Rex for 1 minute. Have you ever had an imaginary friend? Put on socks on your hands and leave them there for 10 minutes. What's the worst pickup line you've ever used or heard? Do your best impression of a famous celebrity. If you had to be a piece of furniture, what would you be? Do your best impression of a fish out of water. Have you ever walked into something while texting? Talk like a baby for the next 3 rounds. What's the funniest nickname someone has given you? Act like a grumpy old man for 2 minutes. If your pet could talk, what's the first thing they'd say about you? Act like a monkey until your next turn. What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten? Sing a nursery rhyme in a dramatic opera voice. What's the weirdest thing you've ever Googled? Smell everyone's feet and rate them. Have you ever tripped and played it cool like nothing happened? Sing a song but replace every word with meow. If you could only speak in rhymes, what's What's the first thing you'd say? Let someone style your hair in a ridiculous way. Have you ever had a wardrobe malfunction in public? Dance without music for 1 minute. What's the strangest dream you've ever had? Balance a spoon on your nose for 20 seconds. What's something silly you're irrationally afraid of? Try to make a whole group laugh in 30 seconds. Have you ever sent a text to the wrong person? Talk only using song lyrics until your next turn. If your life had a theme song, what would it be? Sing a love song to an object in the room. What's the funniest joke you know? Pretend to be a superhero and name your powers. Have you ever talked to yourself in the mirror? Let someone draw a mustache on your face. What's the silliest thing you've cried over? Eat a raw onion slice and try not to cry. Have you ever walked into the wrong bathroom? Try to moonwalk across the room. If you were a ghost, who would you haunt first? Pretend you're stuck in slow motion for 1 round. What's your worst bathroom-related horror story? Wear dirty socks on your hands for the next 5 minutes. What's the weirdest thing you do when you're alone? Sing everything you say for the next 2 rounds. If you had to smell like one food forever, what would it be? Speak in a robot voice until your next turn. What's the most embarrassing text you've ever sent? Try to lick your elbow and act super proud if you fail. If you could have any celebrity as your imaginary friend, who would it be? Pretend to be a dog and beg for a treat from someone. What's the most embarrassing thing your parents have caught you doing? Do a cartwheel, even if you can't. What's a funny habit you have? Hold a funny pose for 2 minutes. If you could have an animal sidekick, what would it be? Whisper everything you say for the next 2 rounds. What's the weirdest thing in your room? Wear a silly hat for the rest of the game. What's the most childish thing you still do? Make up a short rap about a friend. What's the funniest name you've ever heard? Let someone tickle you for 10 seconds. If you had to swap lives with a character from a movie, who would it be? Walk like a penguin until your next turn. What's the weirdest compliment you've ever received? Speak in gibberish and make everyone guess what you're saying. If you could switch lives with a cartoon character, who would it be? Talk in an alien language for 1 minute. What's the funniest autocorrect fail you've had? Walk backward everywhere until your next turn. What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever worn? Let someone redo your hairstyle in the silliest way possible. Have you ever laughed so hard you snorted a little? Do your best chicken dance for 30 seconds. What's the most ridiculous rumor you've ever heard about yourself? Pretend you're a waiter and take everyone's orders seriously. Have you ever blamed a fart on someone else? Eat a spoonful of mustard or hot sauce. What's the strangest way you've ever injured yourself? Do your best model runway walk. What's the funniest excuse you've ever given for being late? Make up a handshake with the person closest to you. Thanks for watching. Comment how many you got right, and don't forget to like and subscribe.